Here's one way that we preserve our squash that'll last us up to 25 years on the shelf and give us endless possibilities in the kitchen. I love growing squash. It's an easy one to grow, it's really fun, and there's hundreds of varieties to choose from. But if I'm being honest, there's very few ways of eating squash that I actually enjoy. But we've been doing something with our squash that changes that. We remove all the seeds from our squash and then we chop them up into small little chunks. We put them all onto a baking sheet and roast them in the oven for about an hour. We don't add any seasoning, we just roast them plain. I know it sounds weird, but I'll get to that later. Once they're nice and roasty, we put those bad chickens onto our freeze dryer tray and then into the freeze dryer. You can also use a dehydrator for this with similar results, you just won't have the same nutritional value or shelf life. Once they come out of the freeze dryer, they are nice and light and spongy, and there's a couple things we can do with them. We could package them up just like this and use them for soups, stews, rice dishes, and things like that. But with this batch, we're grinding it into a powder to use as a soup base for squash soup. You can also use it to thicken up sauces or just to sneak some nutrition into your kids' meals. Then you can just season it to match whatever meal you're eating it with. And if you're interested in freeze drying, there's a link in our bio, or go watch some of our other videos.